This is where Jessica is going to go, oh, God, those motherfuckers, they're fucking dumbasses. All right. So, all right. This is the first time we've had more than 2 people in here. And Doc is actually on the computer today. Raise your hand, Doc, so everybody knows who you are. Doc Elkins.
That's me.
He's on the computer, so if it takes us a while to look up something, it's because Doc is a dyslexic typer and very slow dyslexic typer.
The keys are in Chinese. It's not my fault.
He's used to writing in cursive. He can't type.
Yes.
Extremely.
I don't know where the pencil went.
I don't know why he writes in cursive. He doesn't have a pad. He's not one of those type of doctors. No, they don't trust chiropractors with pads.
I got these androids, and they come with this pen. So
I'd definitely lose that real quick.
I would use that to scratch inside my ear or something. Shit,
pretty much.
So, all right. Today we were going to have who was supposed to be here today? Joe Padula was supposed to be here today, but every time we're about to have him here, it fucking snows in Tennessee, and he can't get out of his subdivision to get over here.
Okay,
so,
it's Sunday, January 19th,
what are you doing?
2025.
What are you doing, Doc?
He's looking at the weather.
He's bringing up the video for the snow.
He's wanting to see what the weather looks like in Cuba.
I didn't download it.
That's literally Cuba we're looking at right there.
Right on.
He brought up Ryan Hall, y'all, on the video there. And, right now we're looking over the Atlantic / Gulf of Mexico area and
Gulf of America.
Gulf of America, yes. And the Atlantic of America, which is just south of Greenland, the North Atlantic, right? Which is also going to be Greenland of America, we hope.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know why we would want Greenland, do you?
Strategic location.
Strategic, yes.
That's all it is.
Now, there is oil and minerals there. I got it. But
does it have an abundance of those, really? Or is that just...
Of mineral and oil and stuff like that? Well, it's untapped, so I'm sure it's there.
Oh, I thought they were already tapping it. Okay.
Tapping it.
We've had military installations there in the past.
Okay.
World War II area, we had a whole bunch of stuff up there, and then they pre-put a bunch of stuff, and it's currently just rotting to the ground because everything's just there to rust.
Oh,
yeah, like all the old trucks and fuel depots and stuff like that.
And they have minimal non-snowed in icy locations available, right? Like it's just the
it's very
periphery.
small.
It's pretty much livable.
The rest of it's like the Arctic.
It's a giant ice cap.
But geographically, it's pretty much straight west of the hot spots right now, right?
Yeah, that's the reason they wanted it.
Yeah,
we want it strategically for missiles and stuff like that.
It's our new Taiwan.
Yeah.
our Taiwan, yes.
We've also got Panama up there, just south of Cuba.
Panama, which could become ours too.
Well, that was sold to the Panamanians for what, $1?
Yes. Who knows?
Who's that? Jimmy Carter, I think, did that.
Jimmy Carter. Yes. I remember.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Bless him.
He's gone now. That's okay.
Yeah.
We still got the flags at half staff right now, or half mast. Is it half mast or half staff?
Tomorrow's the last day of half mast.
Is it supposed
to be? How long was
it? Supposed to be 30 days for a president, no?
Well, from the time he died.
Is it supposed to be 30 days from the time he died?
Yeah.
Did he die 30 days ago?
I guess. I don't know.
What's today's date?
19th.
Write that down. Somebody
19th.
put that in the comments.
Today's date. Yeah. How long is it supposed to be in the comments?
Yes. So we're going to be looking at stuff on the computer today too. We have no idea. Look at all the views Ryan Hall has got it going on.
He just does weather.
Yes, he's a Kentucky boy too, from I think Eastern Kentucky or Middle Kentucky.
They actually consider it Central Kentucky, even though it's in the East. I never understood that. It's bizarre.
But 2.41 million subscribers, and all he's doing is talking about weather, which is genius.
Yep.
And I'm not saying that's all he's doing.
I'm sure he's got more, but I've only ever watched his weather videos.
He's got a bunch of 1099ers working for him, and
Jason Storms.
He's got it going on.
And I mean,
in the spring, he's really making money.
He actually does have the part of his, I guess it's a nonprofit where he supports storm victims. Like he was a big resource for, I think, when Mayfield got hit.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But yeah, he does good stuff. I just, I think it would be more fun chasing the storms.
Oh yeah, I miss those old TV shows where they bring that F-250. It looks like a tank out, and they go put it
it's
in
got
the
the
middle.
arms that come out,
Yeah.
clamps into the ground.
Yeah, that stuff was always great. I loved watching that.
Storm chasers. So, but the big thing going on in the U.S. this week is, well, besides the fires and all that, but is SHOT. Starts on
SHOT
Tuesday.
show.
Starts on Tuesday, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm sure this is where everybody sees the weird and unusual firearms and accessories that have come out. That they
Brandon
wanna
Herrera
introduce.
had a really good video on Keltec about innovators that shot. He's like, Keltec's the only real innovator.
Well, somebody sent a video to a chat I'm in on, and it was a shotgun that actually is a side, like a normal shotgun, side loaded, but it also shotguns like over under. And
Really?
put the rounds in the shells in
that
There's a
video
lot
right
of shotguns they're showing here, but I haven't seen that one.
It's
Do you remember who made that?
no, it's on my phone, which is recording right now.
Yeah.
But I didn't see the point. If you're loading it into the same magazine tube, shotgunned or from the side. So I didn't see the point. So I didn't.
It could be one of those things they're looking at different state laws.
Well, if it does both,
yeah, maybe they can deactivate. It's kind of like that Keltec PR-57 there. Like, why is it stripper clip loaded, internal magazine, all that stuff? And to me, it's a god awful ugly looking pistol.
That is an ugly pistol.
When you think about it, you can fit a whole lot of round capacity in there, but it bypasses like California's magazine laws because it doesn't have a detachable magazine.
You're literally stripper clipping it in, like loading the magazines with a on the range.
Yeah,
when we were in the Army,
just cramming them in there. But
that sound come out right. But that's not the shotgun there.
What was that sound again?
That's what it sounds like when it's going in your fucking magazine.
Yeah.
You know that. You were in the Army. Shit.
Yeah. I know, but I just had to have you do that.
I wish I knew what shotgun that was. It's fucking, I didn't like it. I thought it was stupid.
I got a shotgun out in the truck. You'll probably think stupid too.
Yeah, it's more than likely.
Oh, did you bring a trench gun?
I got two of them out there. Yeah, I got the trench gun and I got,
he's got
another
the
one.
trench gun.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah. I'm not seeing anything pop up right away on it. There's a lot of shotguns.
Type in folding shotgun.
Well, the problem with a lot of these videos, the thumbnail on them is always some AI generated clickbait thing.
It is. It's all clickbait.
Not folding. It won't be folding. It's none of those. Scroll down. Just scroll.
Okay.
See what happens. This is Doc has.
I got the down button. I got that figured out.
Yeah, it's none of these. It is none of these.
The problem is you're going to have to open up one of these because they're talking about 5 different shotguns each.
Yes, that's
Everything.
okay. That's all right. But I wasn't a fan of it.
Yeah.
Problem. So I didn't really.
Well,
care.
the problem comes into like most your over-unders, stuff like that are going to be used for sporting competition stuff.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I
Where
thought it was
you
when I
can-
first saw the video. They broke it down. I was like, well, that's an over-under, but the bottom thing is a magazine. It's not a shotgun.
Not a barrel. Yeah. So a lot of those things you can only put 2 rounds in. Like whenever I do sporting clays or trap or anything like that, it's 2 rounds is all you load.
Which
No
is fine,
tactical shotguns, nothing like
but
that.
this one loads from the side also.
Yeah.
So, it's
That's odd.
I thought it was unnecessary. I'll call it that. Unnecessary.
People are trying to be innovative. You got to give them that
I don't know
credit
if
for
that's
that.
innovative or what, but
Well, they're trying to be different. We'll say that.
yeah,
instead.
different.
Everybody's
There you
trying
go.
to
It's
break
kinda
away.
It's kind of like the what was it? The Beretta 950 Jetfire. You can pop the barrel like the one that's on the screen right there,
Yeah.
and load a round in, and then put a magazine in it, and it'll feed from there too.
What's the purpose of that?
I haven't a clue.
So
It's the same
But-
concept though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that technology's been around for a long time as far as that goes. Mostly it's just Beretta that does it.
That's more stuff to break down, right?
Yeah, it's more mechanism stuff like that. It's more pain in the butt to take apart.
that mod, what are you looking for?
I was actually just
You
trying
don't know what you're doing, do you, Doc? Are you
2024 is about to close its
There you go. You got that.
And so
Please hit
far-
pause. There you go. Doc is killing us.
Just click on
See,
stuff.
this is the problem is Dylan is supposed to be in here doing this shit,
Dylan,
but Dylan
Where are you,
decided to
man?
do something else today.
He's probably dressed up as Santa Claus right
He's
now.
probably dressed up as a murdering Santa Claus.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
that was a great.
What was that movie?
That was
What's
a-
that movie? Terrifier. Terrifier Santa Claus. He dresses up and goes and does shows and videos and shit like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
The makeup looks good. The mask or whatever he has looks good.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah.
He had it in our living room when we had the tree up. And he had to do a little video in front of that too.
Nice.
Visits Arlington National Cemetery. There's no blah, blah. All right. So what's this new Holosun Iris? Is this supposed to be like cheaper than normal? You know what I'm talking about? Have you seen this, Chris?
I have not yet.
you can pull
click.
that up.
Yeah, just click
This
it.
video,
All
or
you
you
gotta do
want
is
me to pull it up
No,
up here?
just
Okay.
click it.
All right.
Hey guys,
There you
Hop
go.
here. The Holosun Iris was revealed at SHOT Show 2024, and
Oh,
almost
that's
a year
last
later,
year.
after numerous delays, it is finally available for
Oh,
purchase,
so
which
it's
is
out now.
fantastic
There we
because
go.
I'm
Not
about to leave
saved,
SHOT
Doc.
Show
Not saved.
2025 in under a week.
Download.
I think the delays did result in a better quality device, and Holosun still got to market
Repetition.
faster
Time
than
and
their two main
repetition.
competitors in the IR laser aiming module
You'll get there.
space, the EOTech OGL and the Z-Bolt ACAL, both of which were actually announced
Yeah,
so
earlier
what's
this
the-
year at SHOT Show. So today
what's
we're going
the
to
big
take a look
difference
at the
in this?
Holosun
So,
Iris
pause
to
that
see
for a
if it really
second.
is the holy grail of the civilian
Spacebar.
Not
IR
pause.
laser aiming module market.
Spacebar.
Spacebar.
So do you prefer thermal, Doc, or do you prefer
Oh, so
Chris, or do you prefer night vision? You know,
It really depends on
Yeah.
the mission kind of thing. Like if I'm set up
you're,
on
all
a
right, you're not in a mission now. You're
Well,
at
yeah.
home. So
well for hunting purposes, that kind of thing.
or let's say you're doing coyotes, or you want to protect your own home. You know what I mean? Would you prefer to do thermal, or would you prefer to do
So
with the way I look at it is with thermal, you don't have one device, and that's the device on the gun,
Mhm.
right? With a device like this Holosun Iris, you can have nods.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now I think it might have a visible laser on it, which is terrible. You know what I mean? But you also got to have nods, which is
Yeah.
a way to put it to your face and hold it, which
So-
is like a helmet.
another couple thousand.
Exactly, just to
into
do
that.
that, you know. And yes, it's the Holosun Iris is more than likely cheaper than a thermal,
Yeah.
but then once you add a
Once you add night vision
nods
to
to it and a way to hold it, and like the mount, you know, I forgot the name of the mount that I have.
Wilcox, bro.
Yeah, Wilcox.
Yeah.
That thing is not cheap
No.
itself.
That's
No.
$700 or $800 by
Yes.
itself.
So once you're all in, just get a fucking thermal.
Yeah.
Thermals today are rocking.
Yeah.
Houston got one of those big ones on his fucking rifle now that
Mhm.
he used.
What's the battery life on that thing?
he's
like?
got a Trigicon,
Yeah.
and it uses the traditional. Is it AAA batteries on his?
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3s. But Carl put me on AGM, and AGM has redesigned theirs now. Of course, you can't just go to the store and buy the batteries, but the battery lasts like 12 to 15 hours. I used it the night we went and didn't even deplete 20% of the battery because it also has the pause power mode.
The
So-
only issue with having thermal only is you have to be looking through your thermal for everything.
Yeah.
So that's why I like PVS 14s. Okay. I can always put the 14 on my left eye, and I can use my red dot at night, you know, or whatever, or that thermal
Oh yeah.
for that eye. So I'm still looking around, you
Mhm.
know.
See, I got made fun of a lot on teams because I loved having a PVS 14, or I'd take 15s and just turn one of them up. And everybody would be like, wow, why? I'm like, well, because I can see at night through one eye, and then I can see my gun, which is right in front of me, with the other eye.
Mhm.
And I'm not, doing this balance game, watching these guys on the
Correct.
team trying to shove their optic into their.
Yeah. You know, I see a
Night
lot
vision.
of these YouTube guys are showing people to line up the PVS 14 behind the optic. And I remember you went through that with me about the blending and the neurology of the brain. I know it, but when it happened, it blew me away. Just the way that your brain puts those two images together.
Mhm.
And it's so much easier to do it that way. I don't know
I
why you
just-
want to drive it behind
You
the
know,
optic.
and I in my last unit, we had 15s
Mhm.
and PEC 2s or whatever version was out at that time, and it worked perfect just like that. We
Yeah.
we were just we had an IR laser and our nods. That was it. That's all we needed.
Yeah.
Literally all you need. You don't need anything more than that. But that's very expensive.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. Since I've been hunting with Houston a little bit, thermals are pretty nice.
Oh man, I hands down. I went out that night with my PVS 14. It was good when we were walking and moving out, looking for positions to set up in. But beyond that thermal, man, you're picking up stuff 200 yards out. Watching the mice jump in the field, you literally see their tails jumping in the field, it's just insane.
Yeah.
With the thermal.
All right, let's see what we got going on here, Doc. Hit spacebar. Spacebar. There you go.
Let's see what this Iris is.
And we're also going to take a look at some of the other nighttime adjacent accessories that Holosun announced
I don't know
last
what that
year
was.
that just
That's that
recently
blend,
came
isn't it?
out.
The
Let's get into
hybrid.
it.
That's pretty quiet. Of
You need to get
course, that's
them to-
probably the camera cutting out there.
Today's video was made possible in part by God's gift to warming layers, the Waffle
you can
Top,
get past
available
that.
from our channel sponsor, Venture Surplus. The Waffle Top. It's
There we go.
affordable and it works. In order to get around the restrictions the FDA places on laser output, you have to either spend a ton of money, buy some unproven mystery meat jank box, or find a military laser that fell off a truck. And sometimes you have to do more than one of those things. The Holosun Iris is intended to significantly improve upon the power output of the LS32.
Also, the powers of these lasers are restricted.
Yeah.
You know, so these little Chinese ones that people put on airsoft guns, is it? You see them,
Yeah.
put them on airsoft
Yeah,
guns?
for decoration.
People are starting. Some of them are pretty good. Some people are starting to put those on their pew-pews. I don't have one of those. You know, I've got this weird thing that Jimmy Adams gave me. It's really nice. It's visible laser, IR laser, flood, red dot. It does it all in one neat little package.
Whoa.
I forgot the name of it. Jimmy will put that in the comments after he watches this video.
Yeah.
He'll do that for me. But that one
So
was
it's set up more like a red dot with all
like
the.
it's a big red dot. It's about the size of this son of a bitch right
I
here.
think I've
And
seen that.
everything's on
And-
one neat little package.
Yep.
You know,
I've seen that in your safe. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
what are you doing in my safe, Doc?
I mean,
How'd you
I
get
saw
in
it
there?
on YouTube.
How the fuck did you get in there, Doc? So this looks like it's a cross between, or it's in the middle between those cheap ones and
Yeah.
military ones.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. Go ahead and hit that, Doc, and see what's happening.
One while staying affordable and legal for civilian
Holosun's
sales.
coming out with
Did they
some
pull
good
it
stuff.
off? Yes,
they are.
But you should
Yeah,
still
they
watch
are.
the whole video because I work very hard on them. Here it is, the Holosun Iris 3.
That is
this is
small.
a free functional
Yeah,
laser
footprint.
aiming module. So we've got an
Nice
IR
lightweight.
illuminator,
Yeah.
an IR designator, and a visible
What's the
aiming
cost on
laser
it,
all in
Chris?
one
Look on your
emitter
phone.
cluster on the
Where's your
right
phone at?
side of the device. The one that Holosun sent me has the green laser. I think this will
I'm
also
sure
be
he's gonna
available
tell us
with
on
a red
here.
laser, and
Yeah.
that's usually the
Well,
one that
we'll
I
see what
recommend
it is.
because
It says out of stock, whatever it
it's
says
slightly
there.
cheaper. And
Yeah.
second of all, the aiming laser doesn't really matter that much. It's mostly for daytime zeroing and periodic confirmation of your zero. The layout of the Iris is very similar to Holosun's other laser modules like the LS321. So we've got the battery compartment on the left side. Battery loads in from the front. We have the
I
emitter
do like
cluster
that
on the right
middle
side protected
switch
by
that he's
Holosun's
got
very
there.
nice
That's
thick
new.
rubber lens cap. The device
think
is
that
pretty much
has to do
centered
with,
on the rail, so there's not a whole lot of offset on that
spreading
emitter
the
cluster.
beam.
If you try to
Right.
use one of
Oh,
these
oh,
things
yeah.
with a fixed front
M-
sight,
MSRP
you'll probably
MSRP is
flash
about
off
$10.50.
the
Yeah.
front side.
MSRP
All three
is about
emitters are
$10.50.
zero.
That's not terrible.
So,
yes,
Retail
You know,
buying's
for-
probably somewhere around 9.
for in between there. You know, that's for in between. Yeah, it's got that
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
flood button on top there. Is what it looks like.
This Nightfall Optics has 93 of them in stock for $920.
Any of those at PA or no? Holosun probably sells themselves. I wonder if Primary Arms sells any of those. I'll have to look that up.
Yeah.
Since I am a dealer, we'll see if I can plop in one of those. It's not terrible. All right, Doc. Okay, so the Holosun Iris. Let's see what else we got going on. So, Doc,
Yep.
you doing okay over there?
Doing good.
They're out of
This is
stock.
focus.
Out of stock. How much was it?
900.
900. Is that dealer?
No, I don't.
You know, some things when I can't get some things at some things. Sometimes it's more expensive or out of stock for a dealer versus retail.
And
At
the
primary
system doesn't always keep it active. Like for mine, with I can't remember if it was Primary Arms or Euro Optic, but I've got the veterans account, and they weren't giving me the pricing. I said, "What happened to the veteran pricing?" And they had to reset everything with the new ID me and
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
But they already had it. But for whatever reason, I had to. So I don't know if sometimes if you're not having to like so ever so often go in and renew all your credentials.
Well, I've seen there's one place I get a lot of parts from whenever I'm doing rebuilds and stuff like that. They claim they have military pricing,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I've yet to find anything that's actually been
Yeah.
discounted.
Right.
the
'Cause
the
I'll-
ID me,
Yeah.
like I can find it better everywhere else usually than what they're offering it
Yeah.
for.
So, hey, give Emery a text. Ask him if
Okay.
he's available right now. We'll bring him up and bullshit with him. He is with Rawson Hristoff, Hristove, and Sue LaRue. And they are at Rawson's house in Utah on their way to SHOT.
Nice.
So it's like pre-SHOT travel. They've been traveling for 4 days, stopping in between. So
Jeez.
they stopped at Sue's family ranch in northern Utah or something like that. That's what they did last. So
I just saw your text you sent earlier because
Yep.
I've got
I
it
figured as
off, turned off for the video. I asked him if he was ready for a call a friend.
call a friend.
We got a question we need answered.
Call a friend.
He's probably got his off too.
We probably got his phone.
I think
like,
we
fuck
woke
these
him up.
guys. I'm not talking to these guys. They were going to go eat breakfast. Remember?
Yep.
Right.
Yeah,
So
that's probably it.
It's damn 1:30 right now.
Ross. Well,
Yes.
here he's in
Yeah.
Utah. So it's 10:30 there, 11:30 there, something
Yeah.
like that. Whatever those time frames are. Rawson likes to make what are those really thin pancakes?
Crepes.
Crepes. Why don't you just call them really thin pancakes?
It's like really thin pancake.
Talladega Nights.
Where are they? They're in Utah. Is that what y'all were saying? Okay.
Yeah.
Where is the SHOT Show at? Las
Vegas.
Vegas.
That's what I thought.
Las Vegas. So
Mm.
find us some. Oh, here's that Voodoo
Yep. There's
3
the
by
other one.
9 there. that-
So this is the other one. You
Hey
were
everybody,
talking about
JB
this
here with
morning.
EOTech,
Yes.
and we have something that might be truly revolutionary. This is the new 3
Now,
to 9
pause
by
that for a
32
So it's a 3 by 9
Mhm.
and it does have the availability to put a red dot, a
Illuminated reticle.
little, and you can put it anywhere. It actually moves if you want to move it.
Okay.
You'll see that here in a second. It's supposed to be. I'd say it's like a mix between a LPVO and a scope.
Mhm.
It's shorter than.
It's actually, I mean, when you look at compared to the Vortex LPVO, it doesn't have the same capacity, or even the primary arms 1 to 8. I mean, which is bizarre to me. Why if you're going to put that on there, why you wouldn't want the 1X anyway?
Yeah, well, that's what they put the dot on it, which I'm not a. I mean,
Yeah,
okay, it's not zeroed in.
yeah,
Yeah. I mean, but short range, short range is what 0 to 50.
Mhm.
I guess I don't know how they're defining that, and I don't understand the purpose of this either. But go ahead and hit play dot, and we'll look
Voodoo
at this for a
super
little.
short scope. 6.8 inches long. It's the shortest magnified scope I think I've ever seen, and it is feature
that's more
rich.
like 8
I'm
to
going to
10
walk you through
inches,
from
isn't it?
front to
Yes.
back and tell you all the features. The objective is 32 millimeters, so still gathers a lot of light, but doesn't interfere with your rail in front. Going back to the turret system, we run capped windage and elevation. The reason we do that is so that there's no inadvertent changes to 0, keeps all the elements and debris out of there. The turrets are done in MOA, in quarter MOA adjustments, and it does have a return to 0 feature. So
Yeah,
once
that's
you're
pretty
zeroed,
cool.
you lift it up a little bit, dial it to 0, set it back down, and you're good to go. On this side, it's an illuminated reticle with 10 brightness
This
settings.
is normal for EOTech.
In between
here,
each
all this
brightness
stuff.
setting has an
Yeah.
off position. So if you have a favorite, you don't have to crank back and
Yeah.
forth. You just set it one off and go right back to it. It's powered by a CR2032 battery that gives you about 300 hours and does have an auto off feature. Going back to the IP.
300.
So is that 300 hours with the auto off feature? Because that
Well,
that's
I don't know if
typical
it's 300
EOTech.
hours, like turn it on and
It runs consistent.
see if it runs for 300 hours.
Yeah.
It's just running I'm sure it's just a lighted reticle or a lighted dot
Yeah.
in the middle of a etched. I don't even know if the reticle's etched on that thing or not.
It's saying the second focal plane too,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which I don't understand.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of that.
No.
Yeah.
If I'm spending any amount of money on a scope, it's got to be first focal.
Yeah.
Otherwise, your zero is less than useless.
Mhm.
All right, keep playing this dot and see what the hell this thing's all about.
Really easy to use power band that we added this substantial boss to really get a good purchase and make manipulation fast. The adjustable diopter is there to give you really clean, crisp focus for your vision to your target and your reticle. There are two things that are really cool about this optic. The first is the integrated base. It's designed to work with any mini ACOG mount and provides a lot of different solutions. It comes with the mount that's really perfect for an AR-15 style setup.
I mean, I
or
like
you
the
can buy
size of it and
aftermarket
everything.
mounts that go lower
I just don't,
or even
you
off.
know, I wouldn't give up my LPVO for it.
No, like I don't. If I've got a 1 to 8, what's
Yeah.
a 3 to 9 going to do for me?
Right. Exactly. Or if I got a, was that HD Vortex
Yeah. 1 to 10.
Razor,
They're 1 to 10.
1 to 10, creme de la creme, yes, it is bigger than that. I got it.
Mhm.
But it's not that much bigger.
No.
I can deal with the extra weight and size of that. I mean, heck, I drove that 1.104 Schmittenbender for for years.
Yeah.
And
My last
got
3.5
used to
years
that.
on teams, I ran a 1 to 8 night force.
Yeah, so
So-
I use it for years, and I'm just used to it.
How heavy was that Schmittenbender at 1 to 4?
I don't know. It wasn't bad. I got used to it.
Weight
and-
wise, it's equivalent to like the Strike Eagles, the 1 to 6,
Yeah.
1 to 8 Strike Eagle.
And,
It's about the same because I remember
and
Houston running
It's,
that.
it's a etched reticle with a dot in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? With a dot. And so if the dot goes out, I still have an etched reticle
Mhm.
if I had to.
Yep.
Yeah, you lose battery.
So it worked out pretty good. I liked it a lot. And I was used to that.
How
I just
heavy
don't
did
see
they
the
say
use for
this
this.
was?
He didn't.
Okay.
I didn't because I keep interrupting it. Go ahead and play, Doc.
Offset anything that you want to do. So very, very versatile package. The second is really cool. We created a mount that actually goes around this small section of tube that offers an E-Flex or a mini red dot that you want that fits a Delta Point Pro footprint. What's nice is you can position it at 12 o'clock or any of the 45-degree offsets. So you have a perfect 3 to 9 optic that gives you medium and long-range precision, but you can have a 1X for all your close quarter engagements. So the 3 to 9 by 32 does come with front and back covers to protect your optic. MSRP starts at $1,059 for the optic, and the E-Flex package is $1,429. This will be available in
$1,429 for what he's
2025,
got
and we're
on there.
excited to get it out to you. For more information on this optic and any EOTech products, visit us at eotechinc.com.
Okay. Well, I like EOTech products. They're not terrible.
No.
They're good stuff. Don't get me wrong. They are like the leading,
Oh, yeah.
red dot / LPVO company. I don't even know if they're a leader in LPVOs anymore.
Yeah, there's so many of them out there. But the question I'm curious about, being an optic manufacturing company, why are they going with a LaRue Delta Point footprint? Why didn't they make their own?
Yeah, make their own shit. Well, maybe because they listen to us and we're saying, God, why is there so many damn proprietary fucking mounts? So can't I fucking just? But if it comes with the mount,
For $1,400, it should come with the mount and the optic.
and I think it does. But what I'm
So-
saying, if it comes with the mount, just make it your own mount, and
Yeah.
but who knows? Maybe we're like, well, maybe you want to use a different optic with it.
Yeah.
I ain't paying $1,400 and not use the optic. Okay. What else going on? Anything new? How long have we been recording for? We're only on here for 30 minutes. We got a long ways to go. Not that we're in a rush or anything, but we decided to sit here and do this today. Do you see anything in the confirmation hearings that struck you as odd or funny?
Not so much odd, but looking at the Pam Bondi,
That was
watching some of the
No
stuff
slack.
she did. Oh,
no
yeah.
slack.
Yeah, that woman was cutthroat, and I loved it. Hegseth, watching him getting just berated
Mhm.
by all the Democrats. And he just kept a straight face. I loved it. It was just, I watched, I don't know, probably a good 2.5 hours, 3 hours of that before I was like, I got to do something with my life.
You know, Doc has the same shirt on. You see that SOE compound party? That's from our video.
Hey, we can
did a while
review
back.
our own video here.
And you see how Doc has the same shirt on?
He only owns one shirt.
He only has that shirt.
I never wash it.
And look, hey, Doc, you can see your muffin top in that one,
Look
too.
at you can. I know that's when I said it's time. It's time to make a change.
I've got your shirt on.
That's not a muffin top. That's a cheesecake.
Yes, Doc's wife watched that video. It's called the SOE compound party under here on Green Beret. And
Yep,
Doc's wife said that we all have ADHD.
for sure.
And
That's her.
There's 3 of us, and we were having 6 conversations at the same time.
That's her full psychology background.
Analysis of
analysis.
our personalities.
Yep.
And, yeah.
No,
she's
no
not
treatment.
She's not wrong.
She's not wrong
So
at all.
and also up a little bit more, right there, down. New FBI director. Come down, down.
Oh,
down.
Cash
Down.
Patel.
Cash Patel, right
Yeah.
there he
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
So
I've watched a lot of interviews with him. He's going to be good.
heads are going to roll.
Oh, yeah.
At the FBI
Oh,
day
yeah.
one. He's like, there's some people getting fired. I think. I really do think so.
Well, there probably needs to be.
So
That seemed to be their biggest interest when they were interviewing Pam.
yeah.
Like, are you going to come after us, or do you think it's okay?
Are you going to let Cash go after us?
Are you
and
gonna
have
go
us-
they want
after-
to know.
They
Oh, yeah.
want to know. Yeah,
Yeah.
like
So they can ask Biden, can you hurry up and pardon us? Because she's coming after us.
That's exactly.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
get a few more in.
Yeah, get a few more in. Can you please pardon us for our actions?
How many pardons has he given out so far? Does
Oh,
anybody know?
it's like triple the amount of normally. It's absolutely ridiculous.
And when she dimed him out on getting censured by Congress,
Oh, yeah.
Schiff, that fuck knuckle.
Yep.
Yeah, that was funny. So yeah, there's going to be some changes, and now the whole thing is they're the inauguration tomorrow is indoors now because Trump is scared of the numbers of folks that won't show up or whatever compared to
Yeah.
Barack Obama, and he's the one that brought it up first. Now,
Right.
fuck knuckles on the View are all jumping in on that
Yeah.
too. You know,
Well,
when
it's
supposed
not
to
the
be
first
like-
time it's been indoors.
That's not.
No. I
it's
mean,
not
they've
the
done it
first time.
before for weather, and it's going to
Yeah.
be cold tomorrow.
Of course, they had to jump on that. you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So I would rather be indoor if I was Joe.
Oh, yeah.
If if you had
Yeah,
a
freezing your butt off
ceremony
out
supposed to be outside, change of command ceremony or whatever. We got to do this indoors. It's too cold. It's never too cold, but
Yeah.
if it was raining or some shit like that. We're doing it indoors. Like, yes.
I still remember the flash change ceremony.
I remember that.
I was the one holding the guide on. You walked right by me. Didn't even say hey. I'm sitting out there holding, all of First Battalion's guide on. It weighs like 55 pounds. Sitting there holding that thing, and Byron walks right by me. Just keeps on trucking.
Oh man.
I'm not a fan. I was not a fan of that flash change.
Yeah.
Who was the commander that came up with that shit?
Hell, I have no idea.
I
I've
forgot
worked
his
since
name.
then.
Yeah,
Brennan?
you're a fucking idiot.
I think it was Brennan, maybe.
No, it wasn't. No, it was not him. Brennan
No.
was at 101st at that time. Flash change. What's that there? It's images.
Yeah, we went from the all black with white band around it to
Went back to the Vietnam
That's what I thought.
flash.
That was the
with the
Vietnam
yellow
flash.
and red across it there.
Yeah.
Now,
well, that's an honor.
We
of,
already
like,
had-
7th group and 10th group that made
well, it was because we
or first group.
in
as it was.
in Vietnam we had all the groups that were assigned to 5th group.
Yeah.
Hence all the Medal of Honor recipients we have
Mhm.
from 5th group.
Okay.
But we already had the wing backings.
Yeah.
With the yellow and red stripes on them.
Mhm.
but the flash itself was just black.
Yeah.
With a
And I
white,
was like that.
white border on it. And
When did that start? The black flash?
I don't remember when it started, but they came up with this new, going back to the old flash, the Vietnam flash, to remember our roots. But I think over the past, especially since 2001, we have built different routes.
Mhm.
Fifth group did,
Yeah.
you know, that were under a different flash.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to stay with that because they wanted to be fucking commander, whoever came out of that, you're a fucking moron, whoever you are. I don't care. You're a fucking moron.
Well, they didn't ask me, so.
Yeah, I forgot what fucking guy it was. Oh, somebody looked at it and tell me. Jimmy Adams hated that too. So Jimmy, you can make that comment for me also. So yes, that fucking flash change was kicked my ass. I didn't like it. All right, moving on. What else we going?
I was looking to see if that was we had Chris in the lineup up there.
Well,
with the
first
guide on.
battalion would be on
The furthest one.
farthest one away from us. Can you?
So
Yeah,
that's,
man.
that's
Quick
probably
visit.
me right there.
Yeah.
Like, can you zoom in on that? Just use your fingers. There you go.
Yep,
That's Chris
that's
right
me.
there.
There
See,
you are, dude.
right there.
How about
So, yeah, it was fun.
all right.
Leahy.
Leahy. He was the commander that came up with that.
Pretty sure it's what I'm reading here. Yep.
Whoever it was.
Kevin Leahy.
Fuck knuckle. And I don't care. All right. What else we got going on, Chris? So should I mention
So-
the building or no?
What?
Want me to
Yeah,
mention the building or
That's
no?
fine. Yeah. I don't care.
Sure.
I don't give a shit.
So, we're building this new building out here on
Yeah.
on the what we call the compound.
Compound.
And Chris keeps sending me floor plans for the inside of it. We got to do this here. Okay, Chris.
I get
fine.
ideas and like, let's do some blueprints.
So we're building a 24 by 32, pretty much a 24 by 32 shed, right?
Yeah.
With heating and air conditioning, electrical, the whole 9 yards inside of it. But it's not on a concrete floor; it's on a skid floor,
Mhm.
so we can insulate it and all that kind of stuff. And we're going to move. Right now, this building has this in it, and my work area back there
A current workshop.
for building rifles, and the area for fingerprinting and all that kind of stuff is back there. So it's getting a little crowded in here. So we're going to move the gun building / Cerakoting / wherever the fuck. Oh, training. We also do training in here with this
Yep.
thing here. Of course, this screen here. We're going to move it over that new building and leave this just for this and letting customers in that need to do their fingerprinting and or receive firearms from us or Chris's Cerakoting and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Keep them out of that building over there. So we'll get a little tour of that once it's built. The issue is Chris and I and Doc with his
Air hammer.
air hammer
I
are
knew
going
it's
to build
coming.
it. So
It's
we
a good
thought
idea.
it was a nail gun, but Doc calls it a air hammer.
No, it's like air hammer's this.
There's something totally different called air hammer. Usually it's pneumatic, it plugs in, and it's just a little palm hammer.
Yeah.
That'll wear you out.
We got to buy an air hammer for his shop.
It's totally necessary to take apart guns.
So, but we are not borrowing money to build this. We are going to slowly pay for it out of cash
Mhm.
to pay for this building little by little and build it ourselves. We're not going to have anybody else come in here and do it. So
Yeah.
that's too easy. We're looking at the Sean Ryan show. He's got a shitload of.
There's that. This most recent one was just something I was going to dig in with y'all on.
What's this here? Terrific. Yeah, well,
This lady,
she's
was-
a former CIA person or something. I got to go potty, so y'all can.
yeah.
I got to go pee.
You want us to pause for?
Let's keep going.
So she was the. Have you watched that episode?
I have not.
So this particular lady, she's stationed in Europe, and I'm not sure if she's works for us or for somebody else, but she's got definitely an accent from somewhere else, but her entire job was surrounded around the Middle East and Al Qaeda, etc. And she has according to our CIA people that have been on recent podcasts, she is like the most tangible source of information that anybody has on what's happening over there. But she's saying that the same song everybody else is singing, but more specifically the details. And she's basically saying that there's going to be somewhere around 60. They're submitting that there's going to be at least 60,000 killed in some upcoming events this year
In the States?
in our I think that may have been solely in the United States, or it may have been that she was also describing that for what was going to happen in Europe. But it's going to be happening in multiple locations, but a lot of it's going to be happening here in the United States. Yeah,
Coordinated attack kind of thing.
coordinated attacks, and she
That
says
doesn't surprise me.
she's talking about the cells that everybody else is talking about that are already here and multiple locations. She did say, I thought was interesting in that video, that because everybody was wondering if the fires that we've been going through were related to some of that.
They were probably expecting those fires anyway. I mean, it's that time of year for there, so.
She said, according to the people she's contacted inside those in Al Qaeda or whatever other groups, that it was not related, that they had nothing to do with the fire, although they greatly appreciated.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that.
Something to that degree.
Something we didn't have to do.
Yeah.
We did not have to do it. It did it anyway.
Yep.
So, did you get anything back from Emory yet?
Haven't yet.
He's not even checking.
Yeah, nothing yet. But we can cold call him.
Yeah, give him a call, see what happens.
All right.
He's in the middle eating crepes right now.
He's eating crepes.
Got some
Pancakes.
got some creme fraiche in there and some strawberries on it probably.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. So we are calling Emory Morgenstern. You guys might know him from the tactical rifleman side of the house. It's really loud. It's a loud ring.
What's up, brother?
Hey, did you not see Doc's text to you? What's up?
No, I did not.
Yeah, you suck.
I did not.
So,
He's elbow deep in a crepe. What are you talking about?
are you eating crepes?
Exactly.
Did he make you
I am.
crepes?
No, but I'm balls deep in a hamburger.
Oh, you're eating hamburger.
Yeah, well, Rawson's working on his croque monsieur. What is that? What do they call that shit?
The Benedict's?
Eggs Benedict.
Oh,
Eggs
Benedict.
Benedict
Sue shoveled his.
Yeah.
with
But
extra
Sue really
sauce.
just does it for the sauce.
Just
exactly.
like
He say it with extra sauce.
Loves that hollandaise.
hollandaise sauce. Good for the heart.
Mhm.
That's good for
That's
you.
a heart healthy
Good for the heart.
breakfast right there.
You know, we're in a restaurant right now. However, I'm gonna put you guys on speaker so we can all talk.
Fucking A. Oh, yeah.
All right. So,
that's
what you
better.
guys up to?
Well, we're sitting here really bullshitting about everything and nothing at the same time.
Typical.
And
Strange coincidence.
It's like the
Just like every
Seinfeld
other day.
show.
that exotic accent you heard was Ross and Histroff. And now I just heard Sue LaRue yell my name.
You
God.
You mean the tactical Borat? Very good, very good.
We're an eclectic bunch.
Hey, Byron,
Yes,
we
sir.
need you to fact check something for us.
Fact check for Sue LaRue. Let me write this down.
On
Go-
on that signal thread for A1.
No, stop. It's recorded.
Yeah, stop right there, Sue. Didn't y'all
yeah.
did you
All
not
right,
give
okay,
Sue
I got
a
it
warning?
You know,
No, he didn't warn me.
would it make a difference?
Well, you're
If I
right.
warned him, he would do it on purpose.
You're right. God damn it. Fuck you, Emory. Fucking Jew.
Oh man.
So you guys are having breakfast, and we are boring the shit out of people if they are literally watching it at this point. So when I
we're
put
being
this,
watched right now.
no,
It's
we're
being recorded.
being recorded. And what I'm saying is, if somebody's
We are
sticking
always
around
being
long
watched.
enough to watch this, then
Well, Byron, I saw Emery head into the shower this morning. So if I ever go to prison, I want him to be my cellmate.
Fair enough.
Because that naked woman on his back is beautiful.
Actually, she's an angel, not a woman.
Yeah, she's an angel. So I want Emery to be my cellmate in prison.
is everything lined up, atomically with Emery's body?
Well, I got room on there for two, so there's an angel and a demon.
Oh, I thought there was just one angel on there, center mass, and never mind.
Center mass.
I think he should put me in his will so that when he dies, I get to make his back into a lampshade.
Of course, we all know Sue's got like 12 minutes to live anyway.
Oh yeah, you're traveling to shot.
Exactly.
Yes, at
Yep, we're
any
going to
moment,
shot.
Sue could just keel over from something.
Last time Sue and I went to shot together, that's pretty much what happened.
Yeah, it was on the way back. You were.
Yep.
Where were you at?
It was the
on
day
way back?
after. We were in Winslow, Arizona.
Arizona. That's right. You were in Arizona. In Winslow, Arizona.
Yeah,
That's an
Sue
Eagle song.
decided to have a heart attack, and that's how I learned two things. A, my truck has a governor on it, and B, that governor is set at 116 miles an hour.
Exactly.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's that Toyota for you.
Yeah.
So did Sue actually
we
have a
kept
heart
him
attack,
alive.
or was it something else that they thought was a heart attack?
No, you just get bored.
Yeah.
So what can do, what can I do?
Sue's heart got bored with him.
That's actually pretty good.
Liven things up a little bit.
That's pretty good,
And
actually.
see, if all those guys to get my blood pressure up, only Emery can get me into cardiac arrest.
You know what? I take that as a point of pride.
It is.
Yeah, we'll give you a plaque.
And that
You
was like
got to be good at something.
2 years ago, wasn't it?
So fine.
Wasn't it like 2
That
years
was
ago?
2 years ago, yeah.
2 shots ago. Because then he
Correct.
spent the next 2 years getting over some brain shit.
Yeah, well, to have brain problems, you have to be equipped with a brain.
Yes, I knew
first.
that was coming. Yes.
So, but there was a lot of pressure in there, apparently.
So
Yeah, they went in there twice, didn't find nothing.
They had to go in the second time because they forgot their marbles in there the first time.
I'm watching
They
Doc.
discovered echo.
I'm watching Doc play with one of Kim Breed's knives at the table right here, and I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on to go get the fucking medical kit.
We're waiting for blood to get drawn.
As a knife maker myself, I have to say that I love Kim Breed's knives.
These freaking knives are amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
good guy, good knives.
And as the guy that had 2 brain surgeries for an aneurysm on the Green Beret Syndicate, I want to superimpose my CT scan onto a bowling ball. Sell it as a Sularu bowling ball. I think that would sell like hotcakes.
It's going to be a deflated bowling ball.
A square bowling ball.
A square. Oh my god. That's funny.
You fucking morons.
Square.
We are morons. Yeah, but you know what? For all our viewers, I think you should know, even though Byron seems like he's the intelligent, responsible adult in the room,
Why
I
did
guess
it
in our
go
case he kind
silent?
of
Why did it just go silent all of a sudden with
I was
everybody?
going to say he's every bit as dumb as we are, but that's kind of not accurate.
it just went completely
Well,
silent.
for all you viewers that don't know, Byron Russell and I have a long history in our career together, and he used to hire his kids to babysit me.
Correct, because food chain, Sarge, food chain. Sue was under it. So
I'm sorry, did you just call Sue Plankton?
Plankton.
Kind of a good name.
So we just watched a video. What was that scope?
The
EOTech?
Voodoo 3 to 9.
That Voodoo 3 to 9. Have you seen that yet?
I've not gotten to shoot one, but I'm aware of its existence.
Yeah. So again, eerily similar to that shotgun I was talking about earlier. I'm not a fan. I don't understand its purpose.
Yeah, that's the first question I usually ask.
You know,
Why?
hopefully next week I will be able to give you a full report on
now,
that optic.
apparently it's got, you know, it's a medium to long range scope, but it's got a fucking reflex, you know,
it's got a little
EOTech red dot on it that can actually swivel from 45 degrees to the right to the top to 45 degrees to the left, you know.
That's a cute gimmick.
On the very top, you know, in the very front part of the tube, you know, that area. The issue is, and they you know, they pimp it as being the, you know, for up close stuff. I got it. But it'll be a terrible zero.
So we can play with it.
You know what I mean?
Well, is it first or second focal plane?
Well, the thing itself is second focal plane, but the red dot that swivels would be a terrible zero. And so was second focal plane.
right. Yeah, well, I mean, I guess I was not aware of that red dot portion of it, but
it's a ring that goes on.
The question is, how well does it lock into the position that you want it in?
Yeah, it clicks into the one on the right, you know, at 45 top and 45 right, top, 45 left. So it's in the front. It's in front of the, you know, the knobs that you zero with, you know,
your windage elevation.
Your windage and elevation stuff. It's in front of it, and it twists, so you can use it as a short dot type thing. You know, I guess if you're shooting,
you know, to be honest,
if you're shooting it,
think about it, right?
CQB ranges, it really doesn't matter.
Exactly. Exactly. We were discussing this in the past, and of course, we've had this conversation a million times. But you know, in my experience, you know, we used to run the ACOG 4 powers, you know, in and out of buildings, and they did a wonderful job. And I've never had an issue running a 4 power scope like an ACOG in a building, right? Shooting both eyes open up to 4 power. I feel like the brain can kind of deal with that, you know, the two eyes seeing different. And so this being a 3 to 9, you know, I think two things. One is that red dot addition is a gimmick. But there is a useful application. So for example, if I'm running, let's say I'm laying down on a hill and I'm looking at the opposing hill and I'm trying to identify somebody or something, then you know, you can look with your bare eyes, right? Look with the naked eye. I see something I want to zoom in on.
Eyes.
All I have to do is put the red
lion
dot
eyes.
You are a lion eye. But yeah, so if I put that red dot there, then my scope on magnification is going to be in the same spot. And that's really the only application I like that for.
Right. The whole gimmicky red dot thing on top of it, I would get it if it rotated around the barrel, but when it's rotating around the scope, it's less than useless when it's off the position you zeroed it at. Does that make sense?
I absolutely agree.
Yeah, it's a different,
different
orbit.
It needs to stay second focal plane, because as a sniper,
I hate second focal plane. You can suck it, Sue.
I learned the hard way.
Sue, you can suck it. Did you just call yourself a sniper? Did Sue just call himself a sniper?
They're making fun of you, sir.
For you to be able to hurt my feelings, I have to have feelings. It doesn't work.
Fucking coward snipers.
I learned the hard way, and tell your viewers that you want something like this, anything less than 10 power, you want to keep it in the second focal plane.
Coward snipers.
Because you want to be able to use whether it's a red dot or whether it's a articulated reticle, you want to be able to use that in the low power zone, and you don't want that obscuring your view. Right?
I would disagree with you.
And besides, assaulters aren't smart enough to use anything in first focal plane.
I resent that.
I resemble that remark. Fucking Sue.
Well,
so does anybody want to know my opinion on it?
So in your world of chiropractic,
what is your opinion, Doc?
So I think you should bring it up to them when you meet with them. That I'm getting feedback on that, I guess.
No, you're not.
Okay.
That Doc wants free optics.
Yeah, exactly. No, I believe he said that it measured out 6 point something inches, and I swear it looked more like 8 to 10. You know. They
Yeah,
need
well,
to.
that's what your wife tells you.
That's
I know.
exactly what I was
You
getting
understand what I'm saying?
at. That's
Well,
Doc's
this
input.
week we're going to get our hands on it, and we'll give you. We're not going to be able to shoot it,
That sounded.
but we'll at least handle it and give you that kind of opinion after.
They've got it at 1400 ish with the red dot on it and the whole 9 yards, and it comes with a mount.
Wow.
That seems a little pricey. But
it's very pricey. But I will say this, right? I've run a lot of things, and now what I run in combat, like today, is EOTech products, and I'm running the good old EOTech holographic sights because that's what I need for my job with a magnifier. But
plus you get the sparkly.
I don't like the prices, but I do trust EOTech's products.
Right. And you get the sparkly astigmatism too.
Well, that should be a whole other episode.
Yeah.
It looked like Christmas.
My favorite is trying to figure out which dot I want to shoot with.
Gentlemen, I appreciate being on, but we have to go. We have a meeting starting here in just
fuck you guys. Who you got a meeting with?
The cook.
None ya.
The cook?
None your business.
We're converting Emery to Mormonism.
Yes, I'm going to be a Mormon by the end of today.
All right, be careful, y'all.
All right, love you guys.
Love you, bye.
See ya.
All right, that worked out. That's the first time we brought somebody in on the phone.
Yeah.
It worked out pretty good.
Doc,
who knows nothing about sound, was like, "Hey, I think I got feedback." No, there's no feedback.
Restaurant.
Yeah, it was something.
It was the restaurant.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was a restaurant. There's a lot of noise at the restaurant, but it
So-
still didn't sound bad. Even
So
with
I had to
them being
give
on speakerphone.
Doc a block of instruction on sound and video today.
Yeah.
Prior to Joe Padula getting here, which is not you.
Nope.
And then we had to change everything up and do it again. So he figured it out at the second time. He's got it down pretty good.
I think we got it.
So, all right, Chris, what else you got going on?
I mean, not a whole lot. Just looking forward to hopefully being out here this summer.
Yeah, start moving it out. I'm hoping.
I kind of view it like getting back to my roots. Whenever I first started doing Cerakote, it was at a custom rifle building shop, and I felt like I was honestly more creative there.
Oh, I got you.
I did a lot more stuff there. It wasn't the, make Doc's gun green kind of thing.
So let's talk, because most people, we hit on this a little bit in the original when we did at the gun show. What kind of equipment actually goes into a shop like that?
So for just doing Cerakote stuff, obviously you got to have the tools to take apart the gun, disassemble it down to whatever. So I've got toolboxes full of very specific tools for guns. I also make a lot. I've got a wrench out in the truck that I just built yesterday to put barrels on a gun. Just because I don't want to buy it. It was $90. I was like, I can build this for $20. So did that. But you got to have all the tools to take apart the guns, especially if you're doing all of them. If you specialize in something like Glocks, then you need a punch. That's it.
Right.
Kind of thing. But you got that. You got your blast cabinet, so you got to have air compressor to run that. Blast cabinet for prepping materials, for spray, degreasing tanks if you're going to go that way. The ovens are definitely key. That's one thing I'm in the market for right now, is pricing out ovens and getting the ones I may not need, a 3x2x6 kind of thing, but eventually I hope to need it.
Right.
So it's one of those things. Go ahead and get the bigger one up front. Bigger ones, I should say. I'm gonna get a couple of them.
Buy once, cry once.
Exactly.
What about the air quality in there? Is there a special filtration or anything you have to have for?
Like right now, I spray booths outside right now,
Okay.
so I've just got exhaust fans that pull air through.
So the neighborhood is getting
Yeah.
Cerakote in there.
I mean,
Yep.
I'm wearing a respirator. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Not too worried about it. No, but here at the next shop, like the dirty room where the blast cabinet's going to be, and if we get a drill press, a mill, anything like that, there's going to be HEPA filtration in there. It hangs out of the ceiling.
Okay.
I've got one in my wood shop, and if I don't turn it on, I can kind of step back, hit the button, and watch all that fine particulate sand or sawdust get sucked through that thing. So I know it'll do a good job of circulating the air and getting that stuff going. So the spray booth will probably have one or two of those in it. Dirty room will have one in it, and basically it's going to pull it all up into a filter, and it'll be fine.
Oh yeah. We don't want to kill Byron.
No. Because Cerakote does stink. And if you're trying to do it in your home oven, you're going to poison your family. So don't do that. Or at least make them sick. I don't know if you're going to poison them, but food's going to taste weird. But
I would consider it poison.
Yeah. But yeah, that's some of the bigger equipment that you need. And, obviously anything to go along with taking apart the guns, the punches, the hammers, the vices, all your jigs and everything like that you need.
Yeah.
But I've been doing this for 16 years. I've got a whole bunch of stuff I've either made or bought.
So if any of you guys have equipment like that, put it in the chat box.
Chat box, the comments. Chat box.
Chat box.
Leave us a chat. Leave us a comment.
Both people that watch this for 10 minutes or longer.
We lost pretty much 90% a long time ago.
Congratulations if you're still here.
2 people. So
yeah, if you are still here.
So if you watch us to the end, we'll
win.
send you a Gray Beard Syndicate t-shirt in your size. If you can tell me what 3 times 7 is.
And
leave that in the comments.
This deal ends in 30 days from the posting of this video.
So what is
today's 19th?
30 days. We'll get close. Nobody knows that answer anyway. Nobody wants to watch this show.
Got to take your socks and shoes off.
Because didn't we do the same thing to SOE compound?
We did and sticker.
Yeah, and nobody commented because they didn't wait till the end.
Yeah,
they were like, so wonder your wife didn't know because did she watch it all?
She did not make it to the end.
She could not make it. Couldn't nail it.
I came into the living room and she was watching
Jessica, you got to tell us that answer.
And so she was looking at the TV, just frozen, like.
See, and that's why she didn't get invited to Slim Chickens.
In fact, she might have watched it to the end, but she was spaced out totally way before.
We watched it day before yesterday. Missy and I were cooking or something, and it just happened to be up on the YouTube in the living room. And Missy reached over and said, "What the fuck are they talking about?" She went over and turned it up. She goes, "You guys are idiots."
Listen, at some point, I've got to bring my 8-year-old in because she thinks that we are really important. She thinks that we have a lot of views and that we're really. And she says, "Dad, you gotta you gotta bring me in and talk to me so I can be on YouTube."
Fair enough. We'll do it.
I think my 11-year-old will want to do that too. She's an aspiring YouTuber.
There you go.
You look at the videos on
We're
our
going
iPad.
to make you all famous.
Yeah.
Maybe that's our gig. We bring in people and make them famous.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's what we'll do. Yeah, we can make people famous.
Yeah.
And who is it that just got the singing audition?
My daughter. So Milana
Yes.
is going to school in Cincinnati.
Horrible place.
Yeah, right. They have a special music production program on campus that's considered one of the top ones in the country. So, like, it's
She's going to UC.
Okay. Yeah, it's what is the famous one in Chicago? Music program everybody always talks about. Anyway, if you know that, put it in the comments so I'll know it. But she goes through first you apply and then you go through several phases of this application process that they eventually pick 10 students per year and that's it. And she's down to the final 28.
Nice.
She has one more cut to go and after that we'll know. But to make it to this point, pretty incredible. It was it was a big moment when she got that email. Yeah. It's cool.
Wow.
Because
you sent me that video.
She had to write 3 different songs, produce them, score them, whatever all the other fancy words are, other than yodeling. That would be my video, I guess, if I applied for it. Yodeling in the shower.
Yodeling in the shower. Got it? That's me.
Tell her to stay off Short Vine up there.
Off Shore Vine?
Short Vine.
Is that
so? There's Vine Street and then there's Short Vine Street. Short Vine Street's where weird stuff happens.
Okay.
At least it did whenever I went to DC.
Gotcha. She gets out and explores every now and then up there, but she's pretty new to that area, coming from a smaller town. She's still a little timid, I think, staying indoors, which I'm kind of glad, because she's got a mouth on her, and her mouth may way overload her
Capabilities.
Yeah.
Yes, I had to listen to her when we got chat.
Yes, that's right.
Right here.
She can dish it out really well.
Yes.
Yep.
So what we got? We've been at an hour and 6 minutes. The snow and cold out there right now. It's pretty nipply outside right now.
Yeah, it's pretty cold. Snow's just about gone. The roads are clear.
The heater keeps kicking on back here, the PTAC, so you might hear it in our speakers here, microphones. Victory rally for President-elect Donald Trump live.
Ooh, suppressor testing.
Suppressor testing.
Oh.
It's not on the video, but the picture.
Speaking of suppressors, I've got some coming in. I've got
Oh, yeah.
6 of them coming in.
Let's talk about that. I've actually been letting people know that you guys are, we're in the near future. Maybe we might be offering some of that.
Well, we're
little hush hush.
We are doing research. R&D is what we're doing
Yeah.
on cans.
Yep.
We hope to have cans or to produce some that can folks actually do their job, and folks would like to buy. That would be nice if you wanted to buy cans from us. But and it's from Black Armor Guns, not from Graybeard. But Chris and I and Doc here, we're all kind of doing a bit of R&D on some parts, I would say, right? Parts,
Yeah.
right? I won't say where we're getting said parts from, but because I'm a 0702, I can get said parts and make them into a suppressor if I want to, and do a Form 2 with the ATF and call it a suppressor, legally, serial number, the whole 9 yards. But I got to learn how to do this myself, and that's hence the parts we're buying now. Didn't we get 2 of them?
Yeah. So you got the stainless one. I got the aluminum setup.
Yeah. So
Really
it doesn't mean we're going to use those. We're just using them as
test beds.
To see what we can do.
Yeah.
That's exciting, though. Because even the last suppressor I bought, I think it's not been a full year, but it's already gone up $500 to $600.
If you can find suppressors.
And that's if it's even, it's not even available.
Supply and demand.
If you can find it.
Right.
But they have gone up to some pretty high numbers for most people to budget. But I mean, what am I talking about? We're talking about adding on lasers and night vision, PVS 14, and thermals. I mean,
and cans.
My wife, thanks to you, just so you know, quoting the price on that PLX C scope LPVO.
At the SOE compound thing, you quoted that, not me.
Oh, well, maybe it was me. Oh my gosh.
You got yourself in trouble.
But you asked me how much it was, and I did. Yes, that's what it was. And I said the price, and that was the pivotal moment of her watching the video.
That's where you got to say, well, retail, it's this.
Yeah. She looked over at me. She paused it, looked over at me. She said, "You spent $1,500 on that Optic." And then she started counting how many of them I had. And I was like,
self-incriminating yourself.
Yeah. So I've got to be more careful of what I say on here for sure.
Yeah, you got to start off with, well, retail, they cost this.
Yes.
It's the same thing I tell people all the time. Like, if your wife's real hesitant about you buying a gun, always leave the house with a gun case. Well, there's something in there or not.
That's actually a great strategy.
Clever.
Yeah.
Great
She won't question you because you come back with just your gun bag.
Great.
So it's funny that, my wife used to work at a gun store. She was a manager at a gun store for a long time, big gun store. And I would open the gun safe every now and again and find a gun that I didn't recognize in there. Where the
Mm.
fuck did this come from? And then she had a habit of picking up strays. I call it picking up strays.
Yeah.
You know how some people bring home stray dogs and cats. She'd
Yep.
bring home stray guns and just fill the gun safe. You know, it's a pretty good relationship we have.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
Not bad.
You know, she will never hear me arguing about it.
I mean, you're fighting over who gets to bring in the next stray in that case instead of whether or not you did.
Yes, it's my turn to bring home the stray this time.
Yeah.
And it's funny, you know, when friends of mine who call me and say, "Hey, Byron, what about this gun?" Blah, 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 like you're talking to the wrong person. You need to talk to Missy. And I put him on the phone with her. There, she squares them away with
Shoot, a lot more.
their needs. This is called wet mounting. What the fuck is wet mounting?
Have to,
Huh?
no idea.
What is that?
You want me to turn it on?
I don't know. Can we save that video though?
This one is a
Hit the
short.
three
Might be
dots.
able to
I
hit the
don't
three
know if you
dots.
can. It's a short. So
What is that? No, I can't save that one.
Yeah.
So never mind. Anybody knows what wet mounting is? I don't know what the fuck that is.
You're going to get a lot of weird comments with that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
gonna be.
They can't see what we're searching here.
It's about a
It's-
scope going on a rifle.
Yeah. It's
It's about a scope mount. Well, go ahead and click it. We'll if I can
Try to describe it.
see what this
Hey
says.
folks, Gary here with Paramount Tactical. And in the past, I've talked about being careful about not leveling your optic based on a flat surface on your mount. Because even though that this scope base is perfectly level right now, and we put the mount on there, and then we take a reading, this may be perfectly parallel with that scope base, but as we tighten these clamps down, it's actually going to cause a little bit of galling and bring it out of level. But somebody in the comments sent me a suggestion and I tested it and it actually works. What you're going to do is apply a little bit of gun oil to the scope base and a little bit of gun oil to the actual mount itself. And then use something like a barber brush to make sure you get an even coat on all the surfaces that are
pause
going to
that.
come in.
Oh, you can't pause that, can you? Yeah, you can. So he pretty much put oil on the Picatinny rail and then oil on the what kind of a scope mount is that? Is that
It's just a mono one
yeah.
piece.
Yeah.
I don't know who made it. I didn't see
one
that.
piece of some sort?
monolithic rings.
Yeah, and then the spread it around with a little barber's brush and make everything nice and wet. Okay, got it. All right.
Contact with one another and make sure you wipe off any excess. But what that's going to do is prevent galling and misalignment on all those contact surfaces. It's going to protect your equipment, and it's also going to ensure that all your equipment is level and parallel, and it's good to go. So for more tips like this, make sure you subscribe. But until next time, stay on.
Have you ever done
stay
that,
ready.
Chris?
We'll talk.
No, I never moisten the rings.
Hit that. What's that down to there? Is there anything down to there? I don't see anything where I can save that, so I can't save that video.
Wait, Doc.
What the fuck is Doc doing over there?
Oh, he's just clicking on stuff now.
Hey.
Doc just clicky. Hit the back button. Upper left. There you go.
I think it's going to take.
Boom! Look at that.
Look at that. That was easy. That's what I need up here. I need one of those Staples buttons. That was easy.
So now, what the hell's up in my name? The ATF is back at it again. Apparently with the brace, I guess some
They're
knucklehead
redefining
asked them a
things.
question, and they were like, "You stuck it," and then they retracted that.
So is that where we're at this point?
I don't know.
I mean, where are we with that?
I always told folks I just stay with the SBRs because I don't know what they're going to do day to day. And,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know,
Just do your paperwork. Just put a real stock on it.
be done with it.
This is also why we do 16-inch.
Hopefully that shit
Barrels.
changes. You know,
Yeah.
you imagine so 16-inch to a 14-inch to a 11.5-inch. You can't hide any of them.
No.
You can't conceal any of them. Even with a can on it, especially with a can on it.
Especially.
Oh yeah. You're adding 6 more inches onto the end of that
And
thing
the
at
fucking
least.
liberals think that you can. They think that you can. That cans are Hollywood quiet,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And Hollywood's not helping us with that, are they?
No.
No, but it gives the illusion.
Yes, and they're not helping us with that illusion, and hopefully it'd be nice if those went away. I don't know if there's any plans on that, but
Well, the Hearing Protection Act is supposed to get rid of suppressors.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that's in that bill, along with all the other crap that Congress puts in bills.
Right.
But
Is that one that's up for the next session?
I
Or?
believe so. Yeah. 'Cause I think we looked it up the other day when we were heading up there to eat lunch with Doc.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Less
somebody sent me a
pressures.
video. Oh, Emery sent me the video on that. I'm like, I don't think that's ever going to happen.
yeah, they're not going to want to.
That's the one thing. So they're already anti-gun to begin with.
Yeah.
For everything. If they give that up right there, what else do they have?
It's opening
Exactly.
the gates.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They don't have anything else.
If they give that up, the question I think we need to ask ourselves is, what did we give to them to give that up?
Yeah.
Somewhere
What do we lose?
Yeah, what did
That
we
machine's
lose?
loud, ain't it? That's okay. Guys, you're going to have to deal with that. It's cold outside, and I ain't not turning that PTAC off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Staying comfortable in here. I know it looks like it's cold in here because Doc's got his fucking beanie on and his damn coat.
It's 26 degrees out right now.
Yeah. So,
That's for taking the latrine break.
We don't do that here in Tennessee.
what else we got? We got anything else we want to bullshit about today? We're at what, an hour and 16 minutes minus the part where I did not hit record earlier.
Uh-oh.
What's that?
Oh, you did hit record, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yes, we're still recording.
You got anything coming up with your nonprofit, Doc?
Oh yeah.
The only thing that we have in the channel for 2025 is we're trying to set up our class. We always have one or two fundraisers for the nonprofit, and we've got we're trying to decide if we're going to do a springtime shoot or a fall shoot for a pistol rifle class. And if you're interested in doing those, especially not just to have the class, but for it to also be providing funds for the nonprofit to support wounded, combat injured veterans, put that in the comment and I'll make sure and reach out to you. But we usually do those in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And look for that in the near future, I'd say. That's it.
Okay.
2026, we're looking at having a motorcycle build for Black Armor Guns.
You can get you a chopper.
We're going to put him on a chopper.
Yeah, that's all my artificial hip needs is me on a fucking
We're
motorcycle.
going to put him
That's
on a
nice
chopper
hardtail.
motorcycle and have him imitate Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I like it.
Get to the chopper.
Do the chopper. Fucking moron.
I'll get the 1887 and get it sawed off. Perfect for a minute.
Hey, that would be.
Well, yeah,
actually-
Terminator.
We should have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terminator. That's right.
Working on that. But I hadn't thought about it. He'd probably do a motorcycle for us. That's why I brought that up. He'd probably do one for our nonprofit too. The guy that we've got doing that, Travis. If you're, he's probably watching this, but
Or not.
yeah,
We're
I'm gonna
hour
send this
18 in.
video to you.
There you go. That's
so
more
that
like it. Send him a link.
so
So
that you have to watch this.
Yeah.
But that would be cool too.
he's got to go through and find the math problem now.
Yeah.
I'm not giving it up
Hey,
again.
let me tell you, that dude would be the one that you will probably have to send a T-shirt to, because
He's going to be on it.
he'll be on it. Yeah.
Sweet. So, well, I think we're going to go get us something to eat. I am hungry.
Yeah. I'm like my stomach is.
Missy
starting.
made beef and barley soup. She makes that homemade. It's freaking
Okay.
delicious.
Anything that she has made has been
Yeah, she made did you have the minestrone with us that she made one time?
not the ministry.
And she made chicken noodle one time. Soup. Yeah, she's really good at soups. She
Yeah.
makes extra so I can put it in the freeze dryer, and the extra never sees the light of day.
Freeze dry soup.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can.
That's
Yeah, freeze dryer. Just like any other soup that you get that's, like in
Yeah.
survival packages and all
Yeah.
that. You just add water. Same thing as freeze dried.
So you freeze dry that and it turns it into the powder.
Or really dry pieces. And if you
Yep.
do too much with it, it's not
So-
dehydrated, it's freeze dried.
So when you rehydrate and cook it, the carrots pop back
Boom.
out again.
It becomes a carrot again.
Wow.
Yeah, it's delicious.
I like it.
It's much lighter than carrying cans of Campbell's soup.
Shoot.
And
Yeah.
better for you.
No relation.
No relation to Chris Campbell's soup. That's what you need to have, Campbell's soup. You need to make your own damn soup.
Yep.
Gee, yeah. No, I'm good. I'm good at smoking meats. That's about it. I'm not a big soup maker.
Campbell's meats.
Talking about cans, going from cans to cans.
All right, let's go get us something to eat.
All
And
right.
I think we're done here. So if you remember the math problem from earlier, let me know what that is, and we'll get you a Grey Beard Syndicate shirt. Just let me know the size if you got the math problem right.
I don't even remember the freaking math problem
I
at
do.
this point. What does that say?
I
about
do.
this?
I remember
We
it.
can't say it right now.
No, I mean, I'm literally like, if I don't remember it, they're not going to remember it.
All right,
Do
Doc.
your research.
Chris, Doc, thanks for coming. And y'all can please tell us all your friends about us.
Yeah. Please hit that like and subscribe, and
Oh,
look forward to our consistent output of wonderful media production and content, and share with your friends.
If there's anything you want us to talk about,
Oh yeah,
put that in
absolutely.
the comments as well.
Oh yeah, because right now we're just randomly talking about stupid shit,
Yeah.
which
If
I'm
you-
okay with.
If you want the expert opinion,
If you want expert opinions on stuff, send it our way. All right, Doc. Thank y'all.
all right.
Thank you.
Thank you.